Cross the beat at your feet. Show me how to trickle my sound up to the crazy part of the world. The girl's ears are more penetratable than their pussy. But when I say little, I mean desire. Able, not easy. Not easy to do the shit that I do in your ears. It's kind of like abusing a drug. Hugs are not needed anymore because I can rhyme shit that's cliche as many times as I feel like. Because yesterday I created the most, well, let me just say that it was lacking in cliche ways when I said that shit yesterday to her. She cocked her ear up just like a spaniel dog and said to me, I don't know how to describe the way that you show what everybody else hides, but I'm gonna need to hide as well, because the smell of everything that you bring up to heaven from hell, it's a little bit too much for me to linger on for this Pringle-fied life, you know? It's like a potato chip that is a little bit salty, but it makes it salty because it's a little bit plastic. It comes in a container that feels like a gutter, like a sewer, like cylindrical. I mean, I wish it felt like that, but the truth is it feels like the opposite of the gutter rat, the opposite of the beauty of the small thing that would never wear a crown, but would only wear a hat. I got a million thoughts in the vicinity of that. In between, J. Cole said he would look cool without fitting the mold, but I don't really care anymore, cause I stare at the plastic pussy in the screen as I jerk off, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I stare at the pretty pussy on the plastic screen and I jerk off, and it's beautiful. And I don't need to sing in a pretty voice at all, because the piano makes my low gravelly Tyler the Creator created too much for me to ever feel like a BBC is just something for NBC to liberalize, like Biden when he disguised himself as popular behind the reactive nature of the Pringles that reacted to Trump's insane, rebellious, beautiful, crazy shit. Lazy, brazy, crazy, hazy, gazy, hazy, brazy, lazy, gazy, wazy, that you could find the path inside to crucify something that's not easily hidden. Baby, easily forbidden fruit could be the perfect rotting apple for the snake to snap at solipsism. Almost feels like it will lead me to the answer. How the fuck do I control reality? How the fuck do I regain a kind of sanity that could let my willpower reign as a king, as free? How the fuck do I control reality? How the fuck do I predict if she is on the side of Satan, or if the reason she's in pain is because she was driven insane like every other intelligent person on planet Earth? Maybe she was just driven insane like every other person on heaven's earth. It's difficult to turn up to 11 when you're busy grabbing shit from 7-Eleven. 11 and I have rhymed that too many times. But young fuck did it already. My father said that it didn't make any sense. But he didn't make no money from the music he made. It's funny, I made even less money than the music I made. It is 15 times better than the shit that he does. Young thug already told you you're supposed to stay young for eternity. You're supposed to stay young for eternity if you want to worship the devil. But if you don't know that being Peter Pan is actually having red eyes, then you're just an ignoramus who should be forgiven for his lack of knowledge. But to be young forever is to be too clever to surrender to God's wisdom of old age. Baby, whole lot of red instead of brown, whole lot of up instead of down, whole lot of roller coaster riding around. Hidden under the thought that I could become the controller of everything. When I went to the ashram, I knew I just wanted to control everything. Really, when I went to the ashram, I was only scheming and plotting to change that broom into the type of shit, the golden thing, you know, that looks kind of like a broom, but is actually a stick that the queen holds inside of a dick. Inside of her clitoris, so she can make it feel like it's longer. My clitoris is longer than the queen's because she wasn't born with anything cool inside her pants. Even though she got a crown already, she still couldn't turn all of that bread into something bigger than a pussy, something bigger than a clit, something bigger than what you could put inside of you. Chasing horses on a beach, and the sand's wrapping my feet a little bit uncomfortably. I feel like I'm chasing jaguars of the ocean while drinking a potion that makes me a little bit schizophrenically paranoid about the fact that they have teeth bigger than mine. And it's fine because I'm just trying to figure out how to control reality. Everything I say, I leave in the morning, I shit. And that shit is the most profound thing I said, there I said it. But all the shit I say at night that I'm able to shit out through my mouth because the shit is already gone. That shit is too pretty to really belong. Pasta is angel hair. It's something that scares her. It's something that comes from the inside. My desperate voice needs to hide so I can sound casual in the comfort zone like this. I'm okay today. Everything's bright. Everything's cool. I could just go to school and be a zombie apocalyptic with a box upside down in a cave at night. And we only come out and fly when the sun is done. 'Cause the stars are so much brighter. The stars are putting up a fight with their prettiness at night against the masculine sun that draws attention. Well, I was gonna say everyone, but the sun is boring as fuck. It gets no one. The stars, the stars, the stars, the stars, the stars are cool. I forgot the trajectory of my thought forms yesterday. Oh right, I was trying to control reality. I fantasized about somebody blowing up the music I created on the station of the channel in the interwebs like an animal, a spider insect like a cling to spaghetti. Spaghetti Rastafari. Okay, reset it with something too clever. That's ridiculous. You already said it. You gotta reset it. Reset. Like Jay-Z when he was talking about Christ's mommy. I don't know how to control reality. My mother said you get more control when you let go of control. I guess I gotta let go of control. That feels nice, but is it really what I'm looking for? I wanna be God. I wanna be God. I wanna be God. Is it really what I'm looking for? If I'm trying to be odd, am I trying to be odd? Am I trying to be a dog crawling around the small world? God, dog, upside down, back gay. I don't give a fuck. I just wanna torture God, and it's tougher than anything that Cardi said. Everything that Playboy read in his diary while he was falling asleep. Bitch, I sleep at an ashram. Bitch, I sleep at